Good afternoon, Matt the Mortgage Guy here. Mortgage Mondays, episode 3, where I'll be talking pre-qualification. The why, the how, and the when. Good afternoon, Matt the Mortgage Guy here. It's Monday, March 2nd, 2015. Episode 3 of Mortgage Mondays. I want to talk pre-qualification because it's such an important topic, and many folks I talk to that are getting ready to buy a new home, are either unsure of when they need to get pre-qualified, how to get pre-qualified, or even why they need to get pre-qualified when they're buying a home. So I'll start with the why. And for your own personal knowledge, you want to know how much you can qualify for, what that translates to as a monthly mortgage payment. And I think that's the important part for most folks, is they may qualify for a $500,000 house, but when they see what that translates to on a monthly basis, it's not something they're comfortable with. So you sit down with a mortgage professional, you bring the documents that are required to get a pre-qualification. You can do this in person, you can do this by email, but you need to have a tried and true pre-qualification. So not just for the real estate agent and the folks involved in the transaction, but for yourself to truly understand what the mortgage is going to look like at the end of the day, so you can make an informed decision on how much home you want to buy based on what you're comfortable with on a monthly basis. So that's the why and the when. Now we'll talk about the how. Depending on what type of work you do, we're going to collect some different documentation, but let's just talk about a W-2 employee and what we'll collect for them. It's going to be the last 3 years of W-2s, 12, 13, and 14. 14 taxes for a lot of folks haven't been filed, so we're just going to want 12 and 13 federal tax returns with all schedules. We're going to want 2 months of bank statements. These are the bank statements where we're going to show, here's the funds that I'm going to need to close, and here's 2 months worth of statements showing that I have these funds. Also 1 month of pay stubs, and depending on how often you get paid, that might be 3 stubs. If you're paid twice a week and we got to cover 30 days, that might be 1 pay stub. If you're a federal or state employee who gets paid once a month. And on top of that, we're going to want a copy of your ID. And that's about it. We're going to put that stuff together. We're going to run your credit, check your income versus your debts, do a desktop underwriter, and when we get the approval through desktop underwriter, we're going to produce a pre-approval letter that's going to be accompanied by a DU approval, which is basically a letter signed by the loan officer saying, I can get a loan done for this person up to this amount. Here's the desktop underwriter approval that says it meets Fannie's guidelines, and with that letter you'll be able to go out with your agent. You're confident in what you can afford. They're confident when they submit an offer that they attach this letter that says this person is interested in buying this house at this amount. Here's a letter supporting the fact that they can get financed. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Matt the Mortgage Guy, 916-529-7600. Waiting for your call. Have a good day.
My effort.